Shalom, I am Dr. Ann Davis, and let's have fun with the letter Kaf, which is the 11th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. The Kaf refers to the letter, but there's also a word Kaf that means the palm of the hand. And that's probably we got that from the Paleo-Hebrew because the Paleo-Hebrew pictogram portrays the palm of an open hand. It's a wonderful concept that evokes the relationship between God and his people. Here's the letter Kaf. And there's also what we call a final kaf. So if the kaf is the last letter in a word, you use the final kaf. So there's a kaf and a final kaf. So you need to, if you're working in Hebrew, you need to recognize the kaf and the final kaf. Here's the pictogram, and it looks like an open hand, like that. And we have to tip it a little bit to make it an open hand. So there's a word kaf. And it doesn't mean hand, it means the palm of the hand. And that's really significant. The palm of the hand, the open palm of the hand. Now, we're going to learn that Moses outstretched palms to seek God. The palms, he held his hands up, like the picture there, his two hands up when he was seeking God. So it was the palm of his hands that were raising up to seek for God. So the palm of God's hand represents the victory of his power. There are two Hebrew words for hand, which are interesting. There's yad, and then there's our word kaf, two words for hand. Yad is the most common, but kaf is also a word that means hand. So let's take a look at yad. We read in Genesis, the angel seized his hand. That would be the yad. That would be the whole hand. And the hand of his wife and the hands of his two daughters, for the compassion of the Lord was upon him. So that was the whole hand. Now let's look at kaf. And what we get with kaf is the palm of the hand. So sometimes it'll just say hand in the translation, but if you're reading it in Hebrew and you come to kaf, it means the palm of the hand. Opening palms to God in prayer is something that we see in Scripture. Moses said, I will spread out my hands to the Lord. The thunder will, now those hands are the kaf, it's the palms, he's spreading out the palms of the hands. The thunder will cease and there will be hail no longer, that you may know that the earth is the Lord's. The palm of the hand. So the palm of the hand is seeking God, and it's welcoming God into our lives the way God already welcomes us into his lives. So it's the palms of the hands. Into the hand of our enemy. The Lord has abandoned us and given us into the hand of Midian. So there's, again, not the whole hand. It's not the yad. It's the kaf. It's the palm of the hand. And again, David delivered us from the hand of our enemies and saved us from the hand of the Philistine. So this is that open palm that is seeking something. And the second verse, it's the Philistines are seeking the Israelites, to defeat them. So that those palms are seeking something. Can a woman forget her nursing child and have no compassion on the son of her womb? This is a wonderful drawing that made by a Candy Weichert, and it says, your name is written on the palm of my hands. Even these may forget, but I will not forget you. Behold, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are continually before me. Now, this is God talking. God has no form. So this is a figure of speech called anthropomorphism. So it gives God form just to make a point, right? He has no form, but it's an image. It's an image here. And the palm of your hand is a very sensitive part of your body. So, and it written on the palm of the hand is not only a sensitive part, but it also, you hold your hand up constantly and God sees us in the palm of his hand. It's just a wonderful expression. Your walls are continually before me was the end of that psalm. On your walls, O Jerusalem, I have appointed watchmen. All day and all night they will never keep silent. Now these walls, the watchmen they would have been in the tower, but then there's a way of walking all the way around the top of the walls of a fortress. You who remember the Lord, take no rest for yourselves, and give him no rest until he establishes and makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So your walls are continually before me, because your watchmen are at the top of the walls, and they are looking at all times. This is God who stretches out he's got our names written on the palm of his hand, and we lift up the palms of our hands as we seek God. And God has watchmen on the walls to protect us as we are seeking him. Wonderful verses and wonderful concept here. This is Bible Interact, our website, and we have over 1,000 teachings. We're adding more every week. We put them into these categories so that you can find the teachings that you want. The remnant is something that is special to me because I believe I have been called by God to uncover the concept of the remnant, which started way back over, maybe 25 years ago, I guess. And it took me about 12, almost 15 years before God allowed me to start teaching it, because it took a lot of time to uncover it. Bible Interact offers courses in all kinds of biblical studies, not just Hebrew. But if you're interested in the Hebrew letters, I'm sure you're interested in being able to read biblical Hebrew. The beginner course, a lot of people take that and really enjoy it. Some people go on to the intermediate, and a few people go on to the advanced. If you do go on to the advanced, I like to know because I want to stay in contact with you and help you, because the advanced is rather challenging, but it's pretty powerful when you can get to the point where you can read biblical Hebrew, hear the language, and be able to uncover its depth of meaning. With that, I wish you shalom.